Hey guys, Panther0822 here. We're gonna get back into Final Fantasy VIII. I know today's Thursday. Typically we do Star Wars, and I'll do some Star Wars, but I've really wanted to actually Final Fantasy VIII. I gotta be honest, Final Fantasy VIII is one of my favorite games. Um, Out of the Final Fantasies that I've played, I think I've talked a little about this, but I don't remember, so I'll talk about it again, anyways. Um, so out of the Final Fantasy games that are out there, I've played a good portion of them. I've played and beat Final Fantasy VIII. I've played and beat Final Fantasy VII. I have played and beat Final Fantasy X. I've played 10 too, but I haven't beaten it. I played 13 and got royally pissed at the game and have not actually played and beaten the game. Um, Final Fantasy 13 was one of the first multi-disc games in a very, very long time. So it's not a lack of storyline and things like that. The main issue that I found with Final Fantasy 8, or not Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 13 was kind of twofold. Number one, the biggest issue was if your primary character died, it was game over. There was no you can't use a Phoenix down to bring them up and keep fighting it. As soon as your main character dies, that's game over. You've got to restart from your last save point. Really pissed me off, and honestly kind of pissed the fandom off in general. And I've actually talked to several people who've played it. A good friend of mine, Josh, played and beat the game more out of a completionist thing, but the game pissed him off. And I love my friend Josh. He's impatient as hell though, but he is a little bit better at games than I am, depending on what it is. Um, and then actually my brother-in-law Chris is, hey Chris,
Yo,
Final Fantasy 13. I don't remember. Did you play it? The one with
yes,
lightning.
yes, I have.
Your
13.2 and 13.3. I
your
didn't return
your
it, so
your opinion of 13, especially with its very annoying mechanic with the lead character dying.
yeah. And the paradigm shifts and whatnot, you don't actually have any real control of the battle. Oh God, what a
Yeah.
mess.
The other issue that I found, and let me know if you found this, was the 13, at least the first one, because I never played past
Mhm.
a certain section. Um, Unnecessarily difficult when it came to the combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to like paradigm shift at the right time, or you're dead.
yeah,
It's just getting the timing of combat that was the biggest learning curve.
yeah,
Once you get it, you kind of breeze.
yeah. So that was my largest issue with 13. 13 was a flippin' bitch. Um, I might try and go back through it and play it. We'll see. I'm not entirely positive. Um, I haven't played any of the online Final Fantasies, although I've been talking with the wife. The, we've been thinking about actually doing some of the other ones because some of the some a good portion of the online ones are actually multiplayer, and it's something that the family and I could play. So, um, I'm actually thinking about we're thinking about getting at least um. Why did I do that? We're thinking about doing that. All right, my favorite games. There we go. And then I actually want that up. I'm talking with I'm talking with Josh. Oh, mm. If I could get my fingers on the right keys, that might help. All right, talking with Josh, and yeah, all right. So, still trying to get the Tonberry King. Still trying to do this. I'm using Cactor as my reference point. So far we've fought 11 Tonberries. The guide was saying that it's somewhere between 19 and 22. It's not set as far as the exact number. So little difficult to gauge as far as that goes, which is a bit annoying. So you basically got to wander around in the same area, fighting Tonberries, getting crap for AP, and yeah. They're not, but I'm trying to trigger the Tonberry King.
Oh, what a
Yeah. Yeah. Now you understand my annoyance. Yeah, Tonberries are horrible for AP. They're absolutely horrible. They give you no experience whatsoever, so you don't level off of them, which is a bitch. They only give you a chef's knife, which is kind of worthless unless you want to create a lot of death in your magic stuff. And they only give you 1 AP. They're absolutely horrendous. You don't want to try and use them as a way to level up. They flippin' suck. What was that? Oh, okay. My brother-in-law, the absolutely useless fountain of knowledge when it comes to video games. I need to actually cast haste, because otherwise the Tonberry is going to own me here a little bit, so I need to kind of fix that. Actually, I was spending some time trying to find an Assassin's Creed costume, because the one that I had I gave to a family member, and it was worth it. They really enjoy the series and whatnot, but I gave it away with the thought process that I would be able to replace it. And by the sword, which is where I got it from, no longer carries it, which I'm trying to figure out if it's because they lost the licensing or if it's because for some reason they thought it wasn't going to sell anymore. I don't know their reasoning. I really don't. So I'm a bit pissed because I want the costume back because it was an awesome costume. So I may have to... I was trying to see if Wish had it. Wish has a lot of really cool stuff. I was kind of surprised at the amount of stuff that Wish actually has. Their shipping times are absolutely horrendous, but... And then I was also looking at Cosplay Sky because I was trying to actually find some outfits and whatnot. I really want a Qui-Gon outfit, but it looks like if I'm gonna do a Qui-Gon outfit, I am gonna have to piecemeal several different outfits together in order to do it, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I actually need to look a little bit more seriously at his outfit, because one of the things that I'm not sure, because I know his boots are black and I know his pants are black, and then his upper part is the kind of the normal white under tunic with main tunic. But what I don't know, because I need to take a lot closer look, is whether his the tabard pieces, the pieces that come down, depending on which outfit, it's either two individual pieces or Mace's is actually one unit, is one. It comes up, use around the back of the neck, and then comes back down. It's one piece, which I actually like. But I don't know if Qui-Gon's is that way or if his is the standard, two individual pieces. So I've got to see if I can actually find a good enough outfit or good enough costume design for him to go, because a lot of people, when I actually put on my full outfit, because I've got a full Jedi outfit, a lot of people have said I look like Qui-Gon, or at least close enough. And I can, and I mean, when you do a comparison side by side between me and the actor who plays him, which I can't remember who he is at the moment. I can tell you what movies he's played in, I just can't remember the actor. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, my buddy Wendy is playing Warframe. I haven't played Warframe in a really long time. Why did I do that? And actually, I think I know why I did that. I need to remember to cast haste. You know, it might help if I actually cast haste, because, again, otherwise, I'm just gonna be... gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. He's got haste. There's no reason for me to sacrifice one of the other guys' turns. Oh, it reminds me. I was just going. Oh yeah, I need to text my buddy Dan and let him know that I need a ride to gaming tonight. The wife is asking for some pics, so let me set some things up here real quick, then I'm gonna pause. Alright, I'm gonna pause. The wife is asking for some pics, so give me a sec. Alright, we're back. Wife was asking for some pics, so actually, while that's doing that, I'm gonna do that. I always forget. And I really need to start doing this on a more frequent basis. Hero! Is he trying to rip up the blanket? No? I'm part of a few other groups on Discord, but unfortunately, most of them I can't actually post to, which is slightly annoying, but I get it. After this, I will check and see where we are at. Unless this is the magic one that actually triggers the Tonberry King, which, gotta be honest, I always hope. Because the thing is, and I didn't read enough into the guide to know this or not, so I don't know if the previous times I was wondering, I don't remember if it counts those or every time I leave the area it resets the counter. So... I just hope that each time... Nope, not this one. Okay. We're at 13. So at minimum we need 6 more Tonberries, which is annoying. Why'd I do that? Okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention. That was my bad. That was my bad. I wasted a haste. I hate it when I waste a haste. Yeah, taking on Tonberries. Trying to trigger. Pounding on the Tonberry, pounding on a Tonberry. I'm starting to feel a bit hungry, and I have to pause so I can get some food. So, reading the guide, what I learned is basically somewhere in between 19 and 22 Tonberries, you will trigger the Tonberry King. The exact number, again, is unknown, because it's a random somewhere in between there. Could be 19, could be 22, could be somewhere in between there. Could be more than that, actually, which would be annoying, but... the largest issue that I'm facing is I've already spent a good amount of time in this area beating on Tonberries. So there's a large part of me that is hoping that it is a cumulative counter and not one that resets. Because last night I actually stopped. I didn't actually leave the area. I just paused the game and then left the game running until I came back to it this morning. So, well, not this morning, this afternoon, but still. After I'm done getting the Tonberry, because I gotta be honest, I'm kind of in a I'm not going to stop until I get the bloody Tonberry King. We're gonna do a Star Wars stream. We're gonna do some Star Wars Rebellion today. I'm kind of in a mood to just kind of play, so I might just try and find. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm kind of in the mood to play. Although I am hungry, so I will need to at least stop and eat at some point. So. The advantage of haste is I'm able to hit him 2 or 3 times per his, like, shimmy up. And because of the haste and because of a few other things, I'm usually able to smacko him before he, before he does anything, so... I like that. Okay, do we trigger? Nope. Still trying to fight him. The Tomberries only are in like one specific area. They're only in this area. If I go up to the other area, I get different sets of enemies. So this is where I know where the Tomberries are at. Let's actually flip and use. Let's also pay attention to the name so I don't end up wasting a haste unnecessarily. Yeah, you know, let's hit it with shield. Why not? Something a little different. I know the brothers are significantly less level. I did spend a little bit of time in the training area in the garden to get some things taken care of and whatnot. So, it's one of the main reasons why Selfie's health is actually up into the 4,000s now, opposed to where it was at. So. Diablo, despite being significantly under level or underpowered compared to the other GFs in the group, hits the Tomberries pretty hard, which actually makes me pretty happy. So, gotta remember to use Diablo or Cactor because Siren just doesn't do that much. Siren doesn't do a lot of damage. The main good use for Siren is her secondary ability, which is she inflicts silence on your enemies most of the time. There are some enemies like GFs and bosses that it doesn't necessarily work on, but for the most part, if you're trying to silence your normal run-of-the-mill enemies that you get while you're running around, she'll silence. But other than that, I actually need to coordinate with somebody on something. And Tomberry down. No experience because that's where the Tomberries are. Okay. Where are we at? I don't think when I last looked we were at like 13, so we're at 15. Okay. So we're finally actually starting to get into the area where we should hopefully need at minimum 3-ish more. At minimum, unless the game has counted my previous fights with the Tomberries in this area, in which case we're right around in the area where the king should appear. So either way, we should hopefully be running into the Tomberry King within the next 3 fights at minimum. Hopefully sooner. Hopefully. We are back to Panther, which means we need to go to GF. Do. We're still missing quite a few GFs. We still need Doom's Train. There's Ultima. Ultima's a pain in the ass. Ultima's a pain in the ass because the area that you're fighting in, the monsters are so horrendously strong. They hit hard and they can take a big hit. So they're a little frustrating in that regard. And then Ultima doesn't really actually attack you. It's basically you have to prove you're worthy of Ultima's power. So it's much the same as the other GF that auto appears on you every now and again. But if you don't finish him off in that time limit, or if you don't prove yourself within that time limit, his attack just kills the entire party. It's a TPK. It sucks. So a lot of great magic. I mean, it's a good area. I mean, if you're trying to level, it's probably one of the best areas to level in, but it's a bitch. It's definitely an area you want to make sure that you've got like maxed out 100 full lives per all 3 of the party members. You want to make sure that you're full up on like Kiragras. And I mean, it's a royal pain. actually thought about doing Squall as a cosplay. There's actually a couple cosplays that I've been thinking about doing, and I gotta be honest, I've got to thank Indigo for that, because I always enjoyed going to conventions and things like that, but I would never, I would not have actually thought of seriously doing a cosplay until she kind of pushed me into it. So smack. I think we need to turn a light on for you guys. Not sure that light's going to be quite bright enough. I might need to turn the other light on, but we'll see. The chair I'm in is not bad, but there's a computer chair that I really want. It's actually a gaming chair. It's about $100 chair that I really want to get, because this chair is not bad, but the arms are fixed arms, so it's a little difficult to get comfortable at times because of the way it is. The back doesn't actually move or recline on me because the arms are attached to it, so it's a little annoying. Other than that, it's actually a pretty comfortable chair. So my birthday's coming up here at the end of the month, so I'll have to talk to Indigo and see if we can arrange something. Gotta be honest, getting Diablo is a pain in the ass. Alright, well, that was... I think that was 17? If anything, we're efficient in dealing with tonberries. No, let's do this right. I also want a new gaming controller, but the gaming controller I want's about $150 controller. It's actually it's the Xbox Pro controller. It's compatible with PC as long as you're plugged in through the USB cable, which is fine with me. I have no issues with that. I prefer a hardwired controller anyways. Wireless controllers are cool. They just can be a bit annoying at times. It's like when you play games for a living and whatnot, you need a controller. What I like about the Xbox controller is it's actually got paddles on the bottom, so you can actually do things with those. So they've got like a little extra button, and it's a fully configurable controller, which is awesome. So. Seriously, 60 whole points? Although considering that your knife attack can kill one of my party members or GFs in one hit, I guess not entirely too bad. I actually got Final Fantasy VII, not the new one. I do plan on getting the new one. I just I'm really hoping that the new one gets released on Steam. But so far from what I've seen, it's not. It's gonna be released on PlayStation, which means I've got to get a capture card. Although I was planning on getting a capture card anyways, it's about $180 purchase. But I am waiting for Black Friday to see. I get paid like a couple days after Black Friday, which really sucks. I don't think I even get paid in time for Cyber Monday, but it'll be close enough after Black Friday and it's Christmas season, so I'm hoping that I can that I'll be able to find the card at a discount and not have to spend the $180 on it. I mean, if I have to, I have to. I just would prefer not to. So. Everybody's grudge. Boink. 20? Okay. Got a couple of my buddies playing Warframe. And I haven't played Warframe in a really long time, and I've been thinking about playing it. It's not that I hate the game. I actually love Warframe. Warframe's a fantastic game. Every time I finish off the Tonberry, I always hope it's the one that'll trigger the Tonberry King. I've been trying to do this for about 3 days now, actually. Alright, I think that puts us at 19. 17. Seriously? Okay. Trying to get the Tonberry King. Alright, this is gonna put us at 18. Oh, no. Come on. Let's do this right, Panther. Everybody's gonna get hasted. And then we're just gonna pound the crap out of the Tonberry. And hopefully the game counts my previous times in the area and we trigger the bloody Tonberry King. Hopefully. Otherwise, we'll just keep pounding away. I'm worried about my buddy Mike. For those of you, I haven't done a den time in a while. Part of that is because kind of one of the last den times I did, I got kind of burnt out a little bit, mainly because people were just being dicks, and it's really not cool. I mean, if you're gonna watch somebody's vlog and whatnot and be a dick, I mean, that's just disrespectful. It's like showing up at a concert and then setting up your own shit and then trying to play as loud over them as possible so that people are paying attention to you. You just don't do it. It's flippin' rude. So, but yeah, I know my buddy Mike is he's in a hospice. He's been in the hospice for a bit. He's not doing well. They've got him hopped up on a lot of meds, and he spends most of his time sleeping. I mean, I guess that's good because it's managing the pain, but that's no way to live. Attached to a bed and meds and just sleeping all the time. It's just that's no way to live. That's not cool. Alright, where's my damn mouse? There's my mouse. Sorry, I had a notification that just wasn't going away. Alright, now I know where the mouse is, so that if it disappears on me, I know where it went. Been at this, like I said, I've been trying to do this for like 3 flipping days. It's kind of annoying, but I think that's the closest the Tunberry's gotten in a while. Normally they've gotten pounded to death by now, but that's alright, it's fine. Alright, there it went. Crunch. Finally! Good God. Alright, that took a bit. And yeah. I'm glad I have haste going for everybody. He just jumped right in and went dink. He's the king, so he's gonna be a bit tougher than the other ones. That's alright. I've got a variety of options, so each person's got at least 2 GFs, and they've also all got magic. So everybody also has, for the moment, has haste. We'll redo haste here when needed. Oh, that missed. Okay. So Diablo on him is a waste. Wish I'd paid attention to that the first couple times. Which means we're gonna have to go Siren and Cactor. Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to go Siren to Cactor because Diablo doesn't do anything to him, so gotta slightly change the GF that we're using. No big deal. Gotta remember to boost. The problem is I don't remember what to use to boost. I might want to see if I can draw from him something other than death. Probably not, but I should at least look. Oh, I did not change that out. That's bad of me. Because Doom's not going to work, which means nobody else has draw set up. It's a little odd. I normally need at least leave one person with draw. We're gonna need to heal. It's interesting. Selfie's the only one who's actually at like full health. Panther and Zell are like almost dead. So we're gonna have to fix that. I might want to consider using Cerberus to double up so that when I need to do magic stuff, I can use one person to cover the party. That's usually the best way to go as far as that goes, so I think we're probably going to do that. Although before we do that, I think we are going to cure him. And then we're just going to keep pounding away. Yeah, we're just going to keep pounding away. And haste is worn off, so we need to fix that. So when it comes back to Selfie, we're gonna choose Cerberus so that we can get triple up, and so I would rather waste 2 turns on her and let the other 2 just keep pounding away, because that's just gonna be a better way to go. It is her Cerberus. What does he call it? Ifrit. Well, that would be amusing if I actually defeat the king before Cerberus triggers. Which is possible. I've been doing a pretty solid job of beating on the king. Although I did waste a couple of turns with Diablo, because Diablo did not do shit to him, so... Junk. That's funny. Magic, full life. I guess it's gonna be Siren. Magic. You need to stay alive. Okay. Unfortunately, Cerberus got killed. We'll bring him back. It'll be fun. We're just gonna spend the turn at this point, because I need to use haste. Because I need to basically out. The main thing when it comes to GF battles is you really do have to outpace them. Because if you don't outpace them as far as damage goes, they will kill you and you will lose the fight. And I've lost enough fights because I wasn't able to outpace them. You know, let's try Cactor. I'm not sure it's going to be the best of ideas, given that she doesn't have a very high affinity with him, but... It's a little bit interesting, but also annoying that you have to pound a GF into submission. Basically, you gain their ability once you've, like, beaten them into submission. I guess, I mean, it's kind of an old adage of you have to prove that you are worthy of their power. It's just a little annoying. Especially when you're main. I mean, at this point, I've leveled Panther all the way up to 100, so he's level 100. Zell is in the 80s. And about the majority of my GFs are level 100 or will be soon, so. And when they're pounding on the GF, I mean, based off the amount of damage they're doing, you wouldn't necessarily think that they're that high a level because it doesn't look like they're doing shit to the GF, but. Junk. Panther's relatively high in health, so we'll have to full life selfie, and then Zell can heal himself. That's fine, and then I'll have to basically spend a round recovering. Again, this is where the pacing comes in, where if you don't have things like haste up, it can royally screw you over. Magic. He really just needs to get himself into the fight again, which is what that does. Full life's gonna bring her back into the fight, which is good, but we've also got to get her. You need to stay alive. Okay. I've got 2 other GFs that Squall can use if the Tomberry King kills Quasi-Colt. So alright, Quasi-Colt is down, so now we go to Shiva. I forgot how annoying these GF fights are at times. It's like you think I'd remember it after fighting Cactor. Yeah, Shiva's no joke. Of course, most of pretty much all of the GFs are no joke. We're starting to get into the arena of, I hope this is the last hit. Okay. Come on. That was better. Yeah. Looks like our haste is worn off. Yeah. Zell's haste is worn off. Cactuar is slower, but does about the same amount of damage, so... Okay. Diamond Dust... Junk. Great, I think we're screwed. Yep. Fuck you too, game. Just fuck you too. Alright, the problem... Holy shit. Alright, well I'm gonna call this here, guys, because there's a lot of shit I've got to redo. So I'm gonna just call this here. Kind of feel like the game kind of screwed me a little bit, so yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been fun. I'll have more for you guys. We'll definitely have some Star Wars at some point. But yeah. Anyways, see you on the next stream or upload.